This is a video review of the Canon EOS 50D digital camera. Here it is. It was launched in 2008, so it's been around for a number of years. It's been superseded by the 60D, and obviously there'll be a 70D eventually as well. So you can't buy it new anymore, but there's plenty of second-hand Canon 50Ds available, and it's an excellent camera. So it's a 15 megapixel camera, which is 5 megapixels more than the 40D. In my opinion, megapixels aren't everything, but you know, it is nice to be able to take a picture which is slightly bigger. It weighs 730 grams, so it's 10 grams lighter than the 40D. And it's also, again, got a magnesium alloy body construction, so it feels, it feels pretty sturdy. I wouldn't drop it, but it still feels pretty tough. It's got a Digic 4 processor. The 40D had a Digic 3, and it has also got the same number of focusing points, that being 9. The ISO range on this camera is 1 to 3200, although if you change one of the settings in the menu, you can get that up to 12,800. The camera takes compact flash, the same as the 40D. The 60D incidentally takes SD cards, so but if you're going to get the 50D, that's still with compact flash. On the rear you've got a 3-inch LCD screen. In terms of button layouts, if you've used any of the XXD cameras before, it's all going to be pretty much the same. But with the 50D, there's the new live mode button, which is here, and you press that. That immediately switches the camera into live view mode, which is quite useful. You could still do live view in the 40D, but it was hidden down in the menu system, so just by pressing one button makes it a lot easier to switch to live view mode. The Canon 50D can shoot in continuous shooting mode at up to 6.3 frames a second. Pretty fast indeed, although interestingly enough it's slightly slower than the Canon 40D, which could manage 6.5 frames a second. It takes both Canon EF and EFS lenses, but remember that the Canon 50D is a cropped sensor camera, so if you're into wide-angle photography, say, you're going to probably get more of an effect using wide-angle lenses on a full-frame digital SLR instead. So here are a few example photos taken with the 50D. I was fortunate enough to go to the London 2012 Olympics, so I decided to take the 50D with me, along with the Sigma 70-300mm telephoto lens. I thought it was quite a good combination. I was very happy with the quality of the photos. Obviously they'd be sharper if I had, a higher quality lens with me. But one of the major benefits of having the 50D is the continuous shooting mode. So for a sport like the triple jump, you can really capture each element of the jump by using the continuous shooting mode. So I think that was a real benefit to have 6.5 frames a second. You can see the full-size versions of all these photos on my website, and they're all just unedited, taken straight out the camera. So in terms of price, the Canon 50D is about £400 at the moment, second hand. The Canon 40D, which is the older predecessor, is about £260, so it's about £150 more expensive than the 40D. And then the current model, which is the 60D, is either about £700 brand new or about £500 second hand. So why would you go for the 50D over both of the others? Well, over the 60D obviously it's a lot cheaper, but why would you go for it over a 40D? It's got a couple of major plus points, I think, personally. Firstly, it's got 15 megapixels as opposed to 10, so you have got quite a significant increase in megapixel count. Secondly, the live view mode button at the back, I think it's nice having that there. It's much easier to access rather than having to fiddle around with the menu system to enable live mode on the 40D. And the last major benefit, I personally think, is the ISO level. If you can up this to 12,800, I think it is, that's pretty useful, with the 40D only going up to 3,200. There we are. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Canon 50D, and if you'd like to check out some more reviews, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is SLR Lens. Thank you.